Rimrims, adventurers, and other medieval folk, today is finally the day. Today is the day that not only I considered the mod pack entirely finished, and today is not only the day where the fantasy flavor mod is finally released over there in the Steam Workshop, but today I think the series itself is going to turn over a new leaf. Rita, your hair is on fire. So a little housekeeping up front here. I now consider the mod pack totally finished. If you've been waiting to play along, if you've been waiting for updating configs and whatever else, that is now done. I don't anticipate any other major changes going forward. Additionally, the fantasy rename mod that I've been working on with Feldo for a little while is completely finished, so that is available to you now, so you can get artificers and bards and chronomancers rather than all the basic kind of Rimworld and vanilla Psycasting stuff. And more importantly, for those of you here just to watch a little Rimworld, I think I'm going to make some big changes, because as much as this hurts me to say as a YouTuber, because I don't have a dog, I'm not crying, and I'm not sighing heavily. As much as it pains me to admit it, I feel as if I have made a mistake. My goal with this series was to have something completely different to everything else we've done. No base building, focus on caravan and adventuring, and quests being the main economy. And that's where I feel like I've made the mistake. It's time to do a little bit of building. I thought that restriction would breed creativity, but instead all I've done is restrict our creativity, and when you rearrange that algebra for the answer, it means that all I've really done is breed restriction. Did that make sense? I don't think that really made much sense, Phil. I feel like as a party, as a guild, we've outgrown the cozy little inn. Of course, we're not going to get rid of the cozy little inn. I would never suggest doing anything like that. But when you have the majority of party members cramped together in a tiny little room at the back of the inn, it just doesn't really work, does it? So for my very questionable grand plan, what if we take the current reliquary room and turn that into a much nicer hotel compared to the other one, where we can actually charge for the beds and try and earn some more money from it. Because Bones is going to spend the majority of her time still here, we'll leave the crafting and the research buildings, but I might want to use one as a stockpile, say, rather than the prison, and incorporate the prison into the actual questing guild. And I think we take some of our people, we take Grignr, and we use the newly included giddy up. We send Grignr on a little adventure to the next tile over. Then we do the thing I specifically set out not to do this series. We build a whole new base for our very large adventurers guild. What the hell is this map? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, like I was saying, we're going to do the thing that I said I would never do this series. And we're going to build ourselves a brand new adventurers guild completely from scratch. That's a little better. I think we can work with this. I think we leave Gunty and Cyric behind. One's good at cooking, one's good at wardening, so they can entertain the guests. And we send everybody else over with as much stuff as they can carry that's relevant to keeping in a proper adventurers guild. Things like our treasure chest, things like all of our raid loot, which of course we could sell, or I could put on display. Bones can start building us an inn from scratch. I kind of like this idea in hindsight. I feel like it wasn't that unreasonable that what started as a few friends in an inn trying to go on adventure would eventually outgrow that as they bring in more and more people. I'm gonna plan things out properly. I have this vision of an enormous treasure room in the middle with a large table where they plan all their adventures. And then one or two steps later, you might end up with something like this. I also can't really tell what's going on. Bear with me. Stop meditating, for God's sake, for 5 minutes. We could replant that into the courtyard, which we will have. I'm going to cut down... Man, I guess we'll just cut down everything that falls within that blueprint, eh? Might as well get everybody on that. Kind of rough plan is, if you can just about make it out, we're going to have this room here be... the central chamber, the big meeting room. We're going to have nothing but an enormous table and some fancy chairs in the middle, maybe some hearths and treasure on display. Now, there's a room back here I want to turn into a proper treasure vault. Not only could we have our, say, reliquaries in there, we could turn it into a proper ideologian room. Then we've got a couple of other rooms either side that we could keep weapons and armor, that type of thing, and to equip our people with. Try and really focus on getting those loadouts sorted rather than having everybody wearing, honestly, just some really questionable fashion sense. It does kind of tie into the overall idea for the mod pack, though. We're probably going to have to go out there and buy some stone bricks off of people, because our people hate dumb labor. Hence why I've got them building an enormous castle. This is also where we might want to hire some workers from, say, the Empire, if I hadn't pissed them off. Well, never mind. There you go. That's a little bit easier to see my plans for what is currently going to be an enormous fireball of a castle. All right, that's enough base building. I'm getting carried away again. We'll leave them to it. Now, you might have noticed that I lost like 5 minutes of progress from yesterday's episode. It didn't save properly on the way out, so these lot aren't quite at the... Ah, there you go. Right on cue. Exy became an adult again. Pretty and coordinated. Oh, didn't you have much better traits last time? Although, coordinated is amazing for an adventurer. Oh, Exy. Hey, what a good reroll. How's the inn coming along? Has everything burned down yet? To be fair, we don't have many guests right now, so... Oh, they're all content at the animatory either way. Auntie, you've got to entertain the guests. You're a terrible innkeeper. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, it's working fine. A little bit safer ignoring that for a while. Now, one thing I want to do with Rita, given that we have Giddy up now, is try and find some animals. Not you. Try and find some animals that will make for very appropriate mounts for our people to ride on so that the caravans move faster. But also potentially for battle too. Oh. A displacer beast. Oh, you're cool. I don't know what stat I've got to look for to find out if we can use you as a rideable animal. I think you're probably a little bit too small, but you know what? Let's just try it. I mean, that's the best part of Rita, right? As long as she's got the Psyfocus, sorry, the mana, she can tame as many animals as we need. Boom. There you are, Displacer Beast 1. Hop on the beast. Oh, she can. Oh, that's so good. 30 tiles a day, and then if we have Rita riding you, it's 30 tiles a day. To be fair, I can't imagine it is much faster, yeah. If we're able to find an animal that's a bit more appropriate to ride on, I'm pretty sure back at the inn, I'm going to send her over there. I'm pretty sure back at the inn, we have a chocobo or something similar to that. So if we say Rita rides on you, still the same speed, you know what, you're fine. Rita can walk. I mean, what a long journey that is, huh? Wow, that took hours. Now, where did I see them? There you are. Come here, little chicken. We're going to be the best of friends, you and me. There we are. Okay, it is actually a chocobo. Are you the fast creature? Movement speed 75.1 tiles a day. 50 without it. Wow. Caravan riding speed 160% with that. Whoa. Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave you here, and you can tame the rest of them. You haven't got enough mana to do it for now. Oh, hang on. No, you haven't quite got enough mana left to get the other two. Oh, that's something worth pointing out. You remember yesterday I was like, oh, I wish I knew the loot of the caravan so that we can keep track of how much treasure we're getting for our guild. Well, that's now in your very favorite RPG flavor mod, now available on Steam. I'll put the link in the pinned comment, I suppose. And a silent level. Oh, well, that was good. Holy crap. Completely accidental, but fine. What have we got here? Shield animals. I mean, look, if we're going to be using them as key parts of the caravan now, I feel like that's going to be great. I feel like Rita's really jumped up the power rankings here. Animal allies. Infuse a large area with harmonic life-attuned mana that influences animal behavior, causing them to attack those hostile to the caster. Whoa. I like that one too. Rita, today might be your day, my friend. Bladed animals, speaking of which. Caravan from the Cities of Light are being harassed by 19 koalas. Yep. Okay, we get some Arcanium, which I'm hoping eventually we can craft into all sorts of mage gear, and then a treasure chest. I mean, I'm going to take that anyway, right? They're going to arrive at the Silly Goose in 6 hours after we accept. Let's hold off for a little while. Expires in 1.1 day. We can hold off. Let them build this a little bit more. To be fair, I'll probably have to bring them home to actually let them rest for a while. I only sent 2 tents. You know what? Let's send Grignr and Kovac. We'll leave Bones there to keep working on it. Yeah, there we go. Caravan riding speed for the Displacer Beast is 100%. So maybe that's the stat that I'm looking for then. Hold on, I'll double check with the Chocobo. Where did you go, little friend? Caravan... Riding speed 160%. There we are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and favorite that. 2 caravans simultaneously. Oh my god, did they go to the guild headquarters? Is that why? Oh, there they are. Hello. I really don't need you here. What about the trolls? You think we could ride on a troll? Oh, no way. You're actually here to sell them. Oh my god, I think... Oh, it does say allied pack animal, but they might still be for sale. Phil the Brain Eater, come and do some trading for us, my friend. I think I left the silver here. I did, but apparently all they've got is a bloody goat. You got some spell books, though. Health swap. Creates an imbalance between the life force of 2 people, causing all negative health conditions to flow from one to the other. Ooh. Conditions that can't be transferred to heal. Does that mean you could, like, give someone, like, a carcinoma or something? That's nuts. And then we've got shield animals. Of course, we've already got that one. I'll take the tech print, sure. And they arrived just in time for Irina to start starving to death. Do we have any berries? There we go. Get ready to harvest. Go. Pierce, run fast. Poor Irina's about to die. I'm starting to realize in hindsight that I sent Exy up to the Arctic, basically butt naked. I mean, literally butt naked, apparently. Let's go ahead and give you some of Pierce's apparel. There you go. You should be fine in just that, right? Minus 15. Yeah, you're all right in that one. 1 degree C. Oh, God. What's Exy doing? Terrible. Oh, Lord. Put the clothes on, please. Minus 3. There we are. Okay, let's see what our Sky Shard was then and hope it can... Mining. Okay. See if it can give these people something useful. Irina already has pretty good mining. What are you... Bruh. We just tamed you. What are you doing? What are you doing in here? Oh, I had to tame the one bloody chocobo with asthma. You stupid creature. I can't believe you've done this. Treatment failed. Don't blow all of our medicine on it, though. Oh, I mean, herbal medicine's fine, so we've got a load more about to come into the colony. But we do have 54 left. It's gonna die. You have only just tamed it. Were you riding a boar? I mean, I guess then... Chocobo 1 is no longer incapable of walking. I guess we'll give Irina the Sky Shard. It's not really what I'm after. I am looking for... Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. I mean, I am looking for... Oh, it's a lovely little cat. Ah, I am looking for combat Sky Shards, but in hindsight, I'm not even sure they exist in the first place. Right, do you have any spells? No. You haven't really been doing much meditation on the caravan, to be fair. So it didn't let you rest. So that's kind of on me, isn't it? You haven't got anything. What about Pierce? Do you have any sort of abilities to potentially get us out of this? Those cats look fierce after all. Nothing. Just gonna have to fight the old-fashioned way. I don't know if the old-fashioned way is a bunch of knights shooting cats with draconic bows. Ah, good enough. Alright, get stuck in. Kill them dead. I think even these three, even though they're the worst adventurers we've got, I think even they'll be fine. You might have noticed then it said Pierce leveled up. No, it didn't level up a skill or one of the RPG levels, although I'm sure they did. There's actually a separate level up mod that increases their health the higher the level they become. So it's like a health level independent of the other stuff. At the constitution level here, which you kind of consider health, is like damage reduction, immunity gain speed, that type of thing. We need to level you all up. You've actually picked up a lot of levels in what was effectively your first quest. Now that they're a bit more frost tolerant, we'll let them finish this off, and then I guess we'll head up to the next Sky Shard with them. Oh, you know what we could turn one of these buildings into? Maybe this one up here we could turn into a stable instead. Given that we're going to have a load of mounts, and in theory now visitors should be able to turn up on the backs of animals too. Well, I suppose one did, right? On the back of that bloody boar. Vagabonds want 700 silver? Ugh. We've got to help people. It's a charity quest. Phil, let's try and get rid of your reputations. Phil the Brain Eater. 700 silver is a lot of money, though. Take your money. Take your money and go. We better get something nice for that in the future. Some good karma. Go ahead and call in those koalas so we can get back to work on the guild headquarters. How you doing? Oh, you've got enough for World of Animals again. Sweet. Let's go get that other chocobo. My God. That looks to me like a pack of man-hunting koalas. Oh, they're so adorable. But they have to die. Who better to kill them than our band of heroes? Somebody said that apparently Phil's Psy Pellet power, which I'll be honest, didn't read and wrongly presumed. Oh, they were wrong too. What a shocker. Somebody said that Phil's power, Psychic Pebble's power, reduced his heat and he, like, releases it as just passive energy. No, it turns out it was like a psychic shotgun, which is what I presumed it was, to be honest. Is it a good idea to be auto-casting psychic grenades? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, God, here they come. Get ready, squad. Grignor's in there. He's not pissing around. He famously hates koalas. Get him, squad, for the cozy little inn. Is this what you expected? RPG fantasy adventure series. Who needs to slay a dragon when you could fight a bunch of tiny, adorable marsupials? Oh, Surrogate level 3 melee from that. Wow, I can't imagine it's the best thing to train up on. The hell? Oh, well, thank you, Displacer Beast. I appreciate that one. That was easy. What a good quest. I think one must still be alive somewhere. Oh, we have to finish them off. That's right. Oh, God, we have to finish them off. Oh, it's like Australian Watership Down. It's over. It's over now. No more tears. Well done, team. Go about your business. Wait, where's my crest reward? Ah, there we are. I was about to say. Arcanium and a treasure chest. All the treasure chests, of course, we will transfer over. Oh! Right. Because this is... we lost the last few minutes of yesterday's episode. I hadn't yet sold the Persona Breach Axe, which someone very correctly pointed out would make an amazing sidearm for Grignr, because then it can break down walls in those ruins so much easier. Get it? A hammer and a battle axe for the Barbarian. I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect, could it? All the treasure chests, all the Arcanium, I think we should take over to the guild warehouse. That's a bit more... I feel like that's a bit too dangerous to be leaving lying around an inn. If you could come over here and tame this last one for us. Can you do it while they're asleep? Oh, apparently so. Boom. 3 chocobo. Now we can send Grignr, Rita, and Bones on some very fast adventures. And now that's done, actually, I want to move them back over... sorry? Oh, you're still there, aren't you? Whoops. You might have forgotten about the other adventurers. 199 berries, 1.9 days of food. Perfect. You could even eat the cats. Why not? Let's get this Guildhall built as soon as possible. Let's send all of the chocobos over. We'll leave the Displacer Beast as apparently an inn guardian. To be fair, we could tame quite a few for that. Oh, Rita, my friend, I may have a gift for you. A pack of lindworm have wandered into the area. Those are the enormous snakes. Probably not the best caravan animal, I'll be the first to admit, but certainly something I'd like to add to my little animal collection I'm working on here. Quickly, ride a chocobo. Where did you go? There. Rita. Rita, get down here. I want a friend. Is this a bad idea? And boom. Lindworm 1. What do you do that's special? You swallow people whole, right? Am I remembering the right thing? Oh, no, hang on. It just has blood that corrodes through steel. I mean, to be fair, that also sounds very useful. Thank you. That's almost a mount that's big enough for Rita. Still a little bit on the small side. We'll leave it there to defend the inn. We've just got to make sure we stay on top of the taming. Otherwise, if it runs wild, that could backfire kind of horribly. PS Arena and Xe have arrived at the next one. They seem to be doing a lot better now that I've actually given them clothes up here in the Arctic. Who could have predicted that might be the case, huh? What are you? Weird-looking beaver. Oh, it's a porcupine. I mean, a porcupine is a weird-looking beaver. You can't really argue with it that much. Oh, God, be careful, Xe. I don't think you're quite powerful enough yet to be taking on porcupines. Yeah, that's it. Just hit it with your bow. Yeah, of all the animals to fight in melee, a porcupine seems pretty high up there. Let's go grab ourselves another sky shop. What is this one? Cooking? Oh, cooking, though. We'll give it to Pierce? I think that's okay. And to be fair, look, having a person capable of cooking as part of the group really isn't that bad in hindsight. Wait, I was looking at construction, you moron. Luckily, it was still the right choice. Not bad at all. Now, I think to get them home as soon as possible so they don't freeze to death, I think we're going to go down here and maybe across this way. Even though it's going to be a longer route to get back, they're going to get into warmer biomes a lot sooner. That is called big brain moments. We don't really need... That's why Xe was naked. Because you grew from a kid to an adult, so your clothes popped off. Well, that's not entirely my fault, I like to think. I mean, I could have checked whether or not they were going to be an adult by the time the journey ended. Oh, that is a problem. Scooty Poo and Cyric, if you remember, came to us both from the Empire. Turns out the Emperor's ideology hates traveling. Oh, that's a real problem. You're right. Probably doesn't work too well in our traveling-based economy. Oh, and we've almost sold out all of our treasure, too. We got like a crossbow, or I should say our loot, right? We got a crossbow, we've got some other really heavily damaged stuff that, to be fair, might never sell, but everything else is pretty much gone at this point. Wow. Topbog's old tomb. Where did... No, wait, did it spawn in there? Oh, that's an item stash. The old tomb is one of the Viking tombs, right? An old ruin complex near Archwood. Archwood, I presume, is the name that... Is that really nearby? I suppose so. That's the name of what will be our questing guild. Oh. I think we're going to have to go check that in a second. Maybe find some rare icy Viking weapons. We don't have a cryomancer yet, and given how much Xe has been affected by the hypothermia, maybe Xe is a good choice for cryomancer. Grignr, who put you in charge of naming things? Do we want to name the mighty castle? No, not really mighty castle right now, but the soon-to-be mighty castle for the Adventurers Guild Onioness. I do. I really do. I think Grignr's onto something. Simultaneously, I think I'm going to be horribly boring here and call it Adventurers Guild rather than Onioness. It can be Onioness in our hearts. I'm hoping in theory this will be the last camp we have to set up with the other squad, because they're the only ones right now really capable of going out on missions. Seeing as apparently if we send out Cyric and Scooty, they have a bit of a breakdown. I think that took like 3 camps. Yeah, 3 camps to get back from that other sky shard. I think that PS Irina and Xe have had a real bonding experience there. Unfortunately, it was just mostly caravanning, so we didn't get much character development from them. Except for Xe, who's potentially going to be a cryomancer because their clothes flew off in the cold. In fact, how close are we to being able to... Oh my god. These guests. I mean, you're always... stay for free, honestly. I was going to send Pierce and Irina to the guild, just to have them building, because they're both all right at building. Well, by which I mean they can build, unlike everybody else in this bloody colony. I think we'll turn Xe into the cryomancer that they deserve to be before we send the rest of the squad out, though. Come on, this is fate, right? You're immediately going to be a cryomancer, or another legate. We don't need another legate. That's okay, thank you. Cryomancer. Oh, Frostmancer. Why did I call it Frostmancer, not Cryomancer? What's wrong with you? It's such a terrible name. Let me write that down. Oh, bold goods traded from the Trading Alliance. Hello, it's everybody's favorite Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. Look at what they're riding on. Welcome, nice to see you all. What have you got for me? I sent Phil back to the inn because Phil can't do any building. So of course can't. Give me that cloth. Give me... Oh, I would take the steel ingots. We can afford it. We can afford it. It's okay. A yak. Pack yak. Yaks you can pack on. Give me those. And I will sell you all sorts of treasure, my friend. The truth is, I kind of want. Now, I've been told, or advised, I should say, that we should keep the some of the treasure because we can clean it up and display it with the cleaning stand. So I'll definitely keep those around. You can take a couple of emeralds. That's for you. And I'm all right with that. We've got to spend a bit of money, right? And we're making a good income from the inn. Oh, a free dragon. Oh, no. Yeah, Rita, you're welcome to move your tent. That's on you. A free dragon? It's designated Fairy Dragon 1. Do you do anything, little dragon? When tame and trained, fairy dragons will occasionally exhale this euphoric gas on whatever colonist is their current master. Oh, okay. Well, sure, we'll train you up. I presume we have to train it in attack to get its very lovely stinky breath. Well, okay. That's a friend for... That can be like, it can be Rita's familiar. That seems appropriate. Oh my god, and we've got an armor smith as well. Hello, I thought they'd gone to the other map then for a second. Phil, wake up. Let's see if we can get ourselves some... if I can see the trader in this mess. Let's see if we can get some unified gear. That'd be nice. Oh, and you got a lot of tech prints too. Early medieval medicine. I'm pretty sure we bought that one, right? Maybe I've already applied it. It's kind of hard to keep track of what techs we do and don't have. Military blades. Alchemy. Sold. We could buy the Morarim sets. Like the Telvanni armor might be pretty good. Oh, I do like that. Telvanni are wizards in Elder Scrolls Lore, so that could be very good given that we're a wizard people. All right, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I like that idea. Oh my god. I never thought that day would come. And in fact, it wouldn't have come. Well, that's not the only thing. If it wasn't for this very tent. If we hadn't started to build this, they probably wouldn't have got any double beds in a hurry, nor would they have shared a double tent there, simply because we haven't got the linen to build the double beds. I could have built a royal bed, I suppose. That's crazy. I mean, we could have built a double fur bed. Apparently, that only uses cloth. Could have done that in hindsight. Well, now they're going to get a dedicated bedroom. Given that there's so many people back at the inn, right? I've got pretty much the whole squad on meditation. My big focus is let's get this room up and running as soon as possible. Let's get some of the buildings done. And then throw down an ideology room so that we can hopefully try and convert Cyric and Scooty pretty fast. I don't want to do the generic Rimworld thing of lock them up until they're converted. I hate it. I don't think it really suits this playthrough at all that we'd be locking up our people. It's their fault, okay? They offered to join the Empire. They should have known what they were getting into. Or more specifically, they offered to join from the Empire. They miss all their luxury of wine and olives, and now they're forced to go out there and hum for themselves. Eat raw cats. We've got a quest expiring. It expires in 0.9 hours. If we accept that, it's not just going to immediately expire on us, right? Oh, look, that's a 2-star quest as well. Oh my god, we're finally pushing up into the harder difficulties. Give me that. Expires in 14 days. Thank god. That would have been unfortunate. But this one, though, is a large ruin, and I've been told that these are far more than the smaller ruins. I won't say far more difficult, far more significant, because I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. What I do know is we probably need to be a bit more prepared. So what I'm thinking is we give an animatory link to Xe again, so that we can actually... How close are you to getting your next level? Nothing. No, totally non-existent. Fine, you know what? We're going to level you up. That way, we only need another 5 grass. So as they meditate, hopefully they'll level up in the process, but we should be able to level up someone else as well. This will turn relatively useless Xe into having some sort of combat power. Ice breath fires hypothermia in a cone in front of them. I feel without a little bit of micromanagement, that could be a problem. I'm going to go with Ice Spike. Then, have you got anything else? No, nowhere near. Oh my god. I might have bitten off more than I could do with this. We might have to send Grignr, to be honest. Then Pierre the Dryad has another quest offering us Blessed Weave, which could be really nice if we actually get around to crafting some armor. I'm going to take that. It's a ruin controlled by the 7th House Unmourned. Wow. So recently the Elf mod added in some new factions. Dark Elves and High Elves, specifically, which are out there in the world. Both of them hate us, because... I mean, I think they would, right? We have another ruin controlled by House Waltney. Fine. All this Blessed Weave is going to be amazing. That is a 3-star quest, though. Extreme difficulty. Not as extreme as Grignr Grignerson. We'll save that one for you. Oh, okay. Well, who needs to tame animals anyway when apparently they'll just turn up? Giant crown silkies. Those are, yeah, big turkeys. Hello. Not sure they're actually big turkeys. Are you any good as caravan animals? Is probably a better question. 100%. No, you're terrible. We might sell those. And kapow. There you go, Irina. That can be the first rank for our Electromancer. Oh, they do maintain the experience they've got before. I thought that would be the case, but I didn't know if it would reset. That's why I was using it on the other character first. So Xe has a power. Irina has a power. Pierce is a barbarian, so it doesn't really get a good offensive power for a couple of levels. I think it's probably enough to send them on an adventure. Or do we double down on building the guild? I've got to do it, haven't I? Who's good at construction? We've only got Pierce and Irina who are good at it. Anyway, let's send them over. Let's have them set to constructing the walls. Bloody what? A wandering true dragon has appeared on your doorstep, has it now? It's called Toothless. Hello. Could we just straight up tame that? Rita, my friend? Hop on your chocobo. This could potentially be nuts. I presume it's not going to work, right? Because this is an enormous, this is like the most powerful dragon type, if I remember correctly. Give me that dragon. Give me that dragon. Tame, enormous dragon. No! Whoa! Oh, no way! Draconic flight. Oh, I've seen previews of this. They can actually fly now. That is the best thing I've ever seen. That is the best thing I've ever seen. Rita the Druid, top tier. Grignr is now second place. Phil is now third place. Please, Darkness Dimension Ravenway, stay a while. Enjoy the inn. You will enjoy this inn. You will, whether you like it or not. And I was worried about leaving this place undefended while we worked on the Adventurers Guild. Now we've got an enormous dragon and an enormous snake. As soon as possible, we need to be able to train those to attack. Oh, you can't train the Rimworld up from basic. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, we've got to make sure it's at least tamed then. But the dragon, though, that thing is... I remember trying to fight those in previous series. They are absolute killing machines. The best part is the dragons, much like our people, can level up over time. To be fair, I haven't checked our levels in a very... Oh my god, look at all the levels. 34 points to spend on Gunty. Gunty's having a good time, huh? Who's the highest level character? Rita's level 69. Couldn't have said it better than myself. So the animals also gain levels. The alpaca 4 is level 53. Where's our other alpaca? Oh, somehow we've lost it. Oh. What the hell is going on? We've also got a free rhino, too. Oh. A 37-year-old brave named Giob is calling from nearby. He says a pack of 3 manhunting Amaro are hunting him, funnily enough. Okay, I don't know what an Amaro is, but it's a charity quest. If we don't do it, Phil, Rita Bones, and Grignr are going to be very upset with us. They will join us at the Silly Goose. You know what? It doesn't matter what an Amaro is, because I get a feeling our dragon is probably bigger. Giob! Oh my god, you're ginormous. What are you? Some sort of, oh, he's an ogre. A great ogre. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, welcome, Shrek. Join me. We do have Feldo's chromatic sensitivity mod, so if I feed Giob nothing but green food, eventually he will turn green. So maybe... What is green? Maybe I'm going to grow green food specifically for this. Any good, Giob? Are you actually worth keeping around? Melee 12, mining 11. Bear in mind for people who are really bad, because I don't really want more than 3 parties of people. We could always blast them over to outposts instead. You are a scholar. Oh, actually, that's not bad at all. Especially given that Bones is a little bit distracted right now. Okay, here we are. Manhunt pack chasing Giob. It's a big old turkey. You know, given the amount of trade caravans we've got, I feel like we can probably just do nothing and be fine. Oh, unless they murder the guests. Okay. Okay, change of plan. Oh! There is some wizardly shit going on. Don't use spells on our guests. Oh, Callison is never going to forgive us for that. I'm not going to say that it's done, but it's pretty much done. Well, I mean, the outside is done. We've still got to lay the floors, build the furniture, finish the rooms, tidy things up, and then eventually decorate and make it look nice, plus replace all of this with stone. But it's good enough for now. I think today started on the 11th of December-y, so it has taken us... Don't you dare. It has taken us almost an entire season to build that. I want to do a head count of our people. I want to make sure everybody's still doing okay. I want to check the levels and the silent, all of which we'll deal with tomorrow, and we'll get everybody their new powers, because I think in the background here, people have been leveling up a little bit. Not massively, but we should have 1 or 2 more spells that we can unlock. And I think at this point, we need to rename Pierce, Irina, and Exy, because they have been out on their first adventure. They made it home successfully after a whole bunch of hypothermia, weather-based problems. They deserve a place in the colony, especially now that they've all got classes too. They've all finally got, especially Exy finally has, hopefully a use, a reason to send them out on adventure. And now we have a reason for going out there and doing quests other than just getting treasure. Though, I will still be going out there and getting treasure. We want to upgrade this place. We want to make it look amazing. This is going to be a ginormous flex castle filled with all the treasure we could possibly find. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the changes, not only, of course, to the mod pack and the mods that have gone up and the configurations, everything else, but hopefully the change to the series. I think the idea to build a proper questing guild to keep all of our treasure was the right one, but we'll see how that goes as we progress on. I might make the quest to get the Infinity Gavel and other such things a little bit faster too. On the subject of Patreon, going through all the messages that have accrued kind of over the Christmas period. Obviously, a big backlog on that between Christmas, New Year, and going on holiday and everything else I'm trying to deal with right now. So bear with me on that one. Go through the messages kind of in between bits and bobs today. Thank you for bearing with me on that front, and we should be on to the January list very soon. Again, same delays with that one too. Thank you in the meantime, of course, to Eric George, the Aaron W0, Mr. Moosh, Pika Pia, Spintex, Falcon Alaris, Killer Starling 6, Fake, Hanky Spanky, Evran, Zachary Whitaker, Cyric313, Cosmic Zombie, Azzy Boy, Joshua Cripps, D's Nuts, Captain Rimbo, Biblically Accurate Toothpick, But I'm Homeless, Mr. Dranger, Zune, Waffles and Whiskey, James Roman Schneider, Rav3 Gods, Jester, Fully Automatic's biggest fan, wow, what a callback, Noodle Poken, Josh Lunt, Galupo, Alluvion Mishap, Juicator, Trajan, Wookie Overlord, Juicy Pickle, almost called you Pickle Juice, TG Taps, Assault Fox, Some Idiot Guy, Flight Gamer, The Butteriest Boy, Jonathan Cameron, Elaine, Luna Wolf, Get Swifty, Aromatic Fool, Altari, Dracovia, and Queen Bav Morda. Thank you for bearing with me, as per usual. Hopefully we'll be back on a bit more of a standard daily schedule. I've missed quite a lot of episodes from the past month or so because of everything that's been happening, but this shouldn't be distracted with too much now because the mod is ready to go. Thank you as well to Parser Sol, Master Shredder, Canopus, James, Trash Panda, Paladin, Cascara, Raptor Mother, Edgemere, Tara Teach, Lieutenant Smokin, Hasagogo, Lassaro, 2 Meter Beamer, Jim Bobo, Luff, Arcta, Kippos, DQ, Arrogant Awesome, Dark Misery Cole, Dodo Scoobs, The Tax Collector, Blaze DX Spartan, Dressed Down Banda, A Small Dog, Gaming Stuff, I.E. Demar, Yuan, Pablo Pepito, The Dwarven Gaming, Voidless, Rosie, Lawrence B, Dundon321, Citatus Lingua, P. Hyperion, Max Sharp, The RB Stream, MW, Charles Howard, and Elijah Hyatt. Wow, lots of names today. Good lord.